Why are we so bad at marketing ourselves, y'all? My gosh. So I hit record 30 seconds after getting off the phone with the organizer of a SaaS conference. And here's why, because I'm trying to build out my podcast services. I want that to be the main thing that my company does. Yes, I have a company. It's an S Corp. I want that to be the main thing we do. It's more lucrative for me. I enjoy it more. And eventually, hint, hint, I'd like to mentor some future podcast hosts for B2B who could take this over for me. Sister ain't going to stay young forever. Okay. And I want to keep this going. So I've been reaching out and checking prospectuses. What's is that prospecti when you're talking about plural for that? But I've been learning about different conferences I might want to go exhibit at or activate at to say, hey, I'm a podcaster. I host and produce business podcasts. Come up to my booth, my activation, and I'll interview you for 15 minutes on camera and with lights and all the microphone and all that stuff. And give you the recording afterward and also critique you and give you an analysis on like how you did, what you need to work on, and here's how you'll be successful when you are a guest on podcasts or if you want to host your own podcast, which, by the way, that's what I do. Now, I just told you all that, and I feel perfectly at ease saying all that. I'm on the phone. I'm not even face-to-face via video with a guy, with this founder or with this person who runs these events, and I'm just like, I started flop sweating, y'all. Why are marketers so bad at marketing ourselves? It's like we can market the shit out of whatever we're working for, product, service, brand, business, whatever we're doing. We are so good at it. We come up with ideas, witty sayings, taglines, campaign ideas, activations, themes. We're just so creative. And then the second somebody's like, what about you? And I would love to blame what just happened on menopause. I really would, but it's not. It was just me. I was sitting here. I wasn't even sitting here. I'm sitting here now. Eventually, if I ever do a paid version of this, I'll put the videos out of these. But I'm sitting here now. I was standing. I had a Bluetooth in, and I'm like rocking back and forth and pacing around my office. I have got 2 fans going in here. It is in the basement. It's a summer day, and I was just like, oh my God, I'm so sweaty. Because it's just so uncomfortable. It's like, I just don't, and we laugh about it. I'm sure you've probably said that to somebody. We marketers are terrible at marketing ourselves. Why is it so freaking true? And why? We're fabulous. Like, if anybody's got a beat on talking about ourselves and using words, putting words together and campaigns together and visuals together and narratives together, why are we just suck at it? It's terrible. And I hate it because when we're thinking about our careers and whether you're someone like, hey, I'm in corporate, I'm full time, I'm going to be doing this. That's great. If that's where you want to live. If you're someone like me, you're like, well, I want to have my own business or just be fractional, which means I got to talk to prospective clients. I just don't even know. And y'all, I have a successful business. It's profitable. I do great. I have receipts. But the second he's like, I was like, oh my God, like I was having trouble forming words. And part of it is the newness. Like I have not sponsored or exhibited at a trade show or anything under my own power and dime. Okay. But this applies to you too if you are full-time. Your resume, your portfolio, having to be on interviews, having to record, gulp, the video where it's the first stage and you have to tell them why you want to work there on a video. I mean, it's basically, I should offer that. Maybe I should offer that at freaking like human resources conferences. Those are not typically my client, but maybe they should be because God, podcasts would work with an internal communications. I've been trying to stand one up for years at a couple different companies I was at. I digress. Why are we so bad at this, y'all? We know what we're about. We know we're good at it. We are actually one of those job functions that has metrics. We can grab them. By the way, if you're not doing that, do that right now. Now when you have access, now when you have access to GA4, now when you have access to the social media accounts, now when you have access to the CRM, to the email client, to just any other dashboard you can get your hands on. You know your metrics, and you can take those off. You have to be able to get those. Download those now. Once if you get fired or laid off, you will no longer be able to access those. They will not give them to you if you ask them for them. Be like, oh, can somebody go grab that for me? No, now is the time. You have to be building that resume while you're at a place. And there's no shame in that because you always need to be thinking what's next for you. You need to be thinking of you, which again, why are we so bad at this? It's mind numbing. I'm never going to figure it out. And I'm sure a lot of it is based on who you're talking to. Is it more of an intimidating, thing? This guy, not intimidating, but he obviously is way more versed at like this kind of thing that I want access to. And it's kind of expensive-y. It'd be a big swing for me to do. But that's how it feels when we've like had to interview at places where you're like, oh, this would be somewhere cool. I interviewed at Mint Mobile one time. Before, it was when Ryan Reynolds was in the heyday. And I'm like, oh my God, I was so excited. I went a few rounds through into the interviews. Eventually, they did not move forward with me. They're lost, man. Although maybe it was a dodge bullet because they wanted like 3 rounds of approvals for every single social media post. I get that for some. I was just like, wow. I'm way more in the camp of like, listen, yes, but you eventually need to trust your social media team and train them, right? And then you don't need to be reviewing and editing every single post. Yeah, it's just silly. I'm trying to reason my way through why we're so bad at it. I don't know. I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that we get pummeled so often by people we work with, even if they believe in us, where they're just like, well, this didn't work. It's obviously marketing's fault. It's like, is it though? I don't know that it is. We contend with so much where we have great ideas, and a lot of times we have to dumb them down, dial them back, tamper down our excitement for them or enthusiasm or maybe in how bold we want to be with some things because there's legal teams and there's, C-levels who are like, oh, the blowback on this might not be what we want. A lot of that's very reasonable. PR people right now are like, yeah, there's a lot of risk there. But oh gosh, y'all, I just don't know why we're so bad at this. If you're good at this, I would love to hear from you. By the way, we do have a WhatsApp community. Is anyone in there right now? No. This is episode 2. So you could be one of the first. I am in the WhatsApp community. I will chat with you. We can talk about why we're so bad at this. I promise. Maybe it'll go into nothing, but maybe you'll just have 1 or 2 people in there eventually that will chat together and talk about this thing we do for a living, which is marketing, and why we're so bad at marketing ourselves and selling ourselves. So we do every day for someone else's dime. We should be able to do it for ourselves. Let's get better at this. Let's get to where you're not like me flop sweating in the middle of a call, thanking God that this was not on video because he would have seen me start to glisten. Turn the fan up a notch, by the way, just to get through that. All right. That's all for this episode of Marketers Barely Managing, barely managed that call, barely managed marketing myself about me activating at a SaaS conference near you. Maybe I'll see you all there if you happen to go. But whatever you're trying to sell or market about yourself, just know that I believe in you and you don't need to sweat yourself through it. Don't sweat the small stuff. You got this. All right. See y'all on the next episode. Bye.